Jimmy Butler was in Dubai. He was doing a tour or something like that for Big Face Coffee.
Of course he is, dude.
Of course, side quest Jimmy. And he did a stop by on a radio show there. And we got a couple of cuts here for you.
Okay.
First, we have Jimmy Butler talking about being with the Warriors, which he loves so much now. He loves being on the Warriors. Warriors. Here is Jimmy Butler on now being a Golden State Warrior and how happy he is.
How's it feel to be on the West Coast? In the States now, obviously with the move. So how's that feeling?
Feels good. I think my pocket's gonna feel it from the taxes, but the taxes were great in Miami. But I'm so happy over there. Organization's top notch. Obviously, I get to play with Steph, so I'm a fan of him, just like 99.9% of the world. And a chance of winning the championship. What more can you ask for? And Draymond's on the team. Me and Draymond get along quite well. Yeah, play a lot of dominoes.
Yeah, fun. It feels like. I feel like he's fun as well.
Oh, he's the best. And you don't realize how great he is until you actually get on his team and how smart and how he'll do anything to win. And I respect that the most out of anything. It's all about winning all the time with that dude. And I'm learning.
All right, he's learning. Good for him.
I wonder how long it took him to learn that 8 points in a quarter ain't gonna win a game.
We scored points over here in Golden State.
Did you learn that? Are they gonna teach him about? I bet you they don't know about third quarter there.
That courtesy of the Kris Fade show.
Yes.
Which is Virgin Radio in Dubai. He also then was asked by one of the co-hosts about the idea of facing the Miami Heat, which is going to happen in a little over a month. Here is what Jimmy had to say on that upcoming showdown.
I wanted to ask a question that I've always been curious about. I'm a basketball fan growing up watching, but one thing always left me curious was when you get traded, you've been bonded with a team, right? And then you go to another team. Then you got to face your old teammates. What is that feeling like?
I think it's a great feeling because you know everybody. Just like I know their game, they know my game at the same rate. But it's all love. I've been in the trenches with Miami for the past 6 seasons. And like I tell everybody, the way that they want to beat me and make sure that they beat the Golden State Warriors, I promise you it's just as personal for me as well. But love those guys over there. Great organization. It didn't end the way that everybody hoped that it would end. But that's just part of the business of basketball. I don't have anything bad to say about that organization.
Nothing bad to say about Get out of here, dude.
Hey.
What are we even talking about?
-1 for deception.
Wow. There we go, Leroy. Let him have it.
-1.
We've been had, hoodwinked, run amok. We didn't fall on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock fell on us.
That's right.
I mean, he was trying to be cordial, you know. I mean, why you guys?
Oh, really? Really?
Trying to be cordial? Why you guys being so
Games,
hostile? You guys
dude.
gotta learn to like let go of these bad vibes all the time. You're gonna be drowned by.
You know what he is? He's a saboteur.
I'm not a saboteur.
No, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
He's
saboteur.
Oh, dude.
Okay, nothing but love.
He pulled.
Wait. How can you have love for a team you take a one-footed 3? Nothing says I don't care, and there's no love like a one-footed 3.
Jimmy Butler reveals Pat Riley's behavior was unhinged.
Well, it wasn't from him directly. I mean, it went to a report. It's not like he had a press conference.
Anywhere but here. I'll go anywhere but here.
And guess what? And you know who started the fireworks? Oh, Mr. 4th of July right there.
Open.
No, dude, that's not fair.
Open did this.
I didn't Jimmy Pat. Oh, Pat. Punting. Pat. Pat. Jimmy said if he was playing, Boston wouldn't have done nothing.
Whatever you say, Jimmy.
Yes. Way to go, Jimmy. This is like punting. That's you. That was you.
I don't like that you make me sound sniveling. I wasn't sniveling.
You were sniveling.
Wait, you hold on. The only way you can go to another guy talking about what somebody else said as far as he's concerned is sniveling. When you went to Pat, Jimmy said sniveling. Then when you go back to Jimmy and say, Pat said, that's sniveling.
It's not sniveling.
It is.
Have you talked to
Pat?
What do you mean? Isn't that a fair question?
Have you talked to Pat? Right. So you were doing all of the things to fuel this fire.
Jay
You may not have caused it, but you made everybody aware of each other's conversations, thus lighting it.
Jay says, I'm so disappointed in our Pope Petty letting this guy slide.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Yes. You are like, I can't even look at you right now.
What do you mean?
Two-Face.
I'm not two-faced.
You've gone after everybody. And now you, Jimmy, I don't know why I'm not mad at Jimmy.
I don't know why I'm not mad at him. I can only feel how I feel.
He sabotaged your favorite team more than any other person.
But they should have known that they were in bed with a rattlesnake. Like it's almost like you're getting mad.
Basically, they helped the scorpion
by a hurricane.
They helped the scorpion across the creek.
Dude, you were sitting here and you live on the coast and you're like, I don't think I'm gonna buy hurricane insurance this year. It's like, yeah, like I should be more mad at him. I understand that.
You've gotten more upset over people that have done a teensy-weensy bit of what Jimmy did.
No.
Yes, you have.
Like who?
Yes, you have.
Me. You fired me twice yesterday.
Fire.
So wait. How long did you carry the LeBron Petty?
Probably till D Wade came back.
And guess what? And LeBron didn't demand a trade. He was just a free agent.
I think that's what goes into it, right? Like the behavior, objectively, if I was to look at this from 10,000 feet, okay?
Which you're not.
I think I am.
No, you're not.
Objectively, Jimmy's behavior, much worse than LeBron's. Much worse.
Then why do you hate LeBron so much?
I think it was the surprise. Like, it's always the way you leave. Not
I was surprised by Jimmy's actions, too, when he said, I'm just go out and hoop.
I wasn't that surprised, though. Like, what
did you go? He's lying.
That's exactly how I felt when he walked off that court with the BGs. I saw the guy's ankle snap.
But that was after the fact.
No,
I'm saying this was after. This was when he said he wasn't happy after that stuff. I'm saying before, when the season started, when they were asking him about.
I know that, but and I thought there was a part of me that definitely thought, because I'm telling you, like, the vibes around the team were good. I think that's why Tyler's been a little bit hurt about it, because remember him and Tyler, like, who's one, A, you, Gucci, goo. They were like loving each other. And then all of a sudden, Jimmy's like, nah, rats up a ship. So I should be more mad at him. I don't know why I'm not. I think it's because
you're a phony.
I'm not a phony.
You're a phony.
I feel how I feel.
Listen, these actions deserve repercussions.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, but I don't want to say, bro, I love you, Jimmy.
I don't love him. I don't love him.
No,
I don't love him.
This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. I can't quit you, Jimmy.
He's just
That's what you're doing.
He's just a
rascal. You know, he's just having a good time. He said, you got me in the taxes, Riles. Listen, I hope the Heat beat him by 40. I do. I want him to get drop kicked when they come here.
Maybe we'll be the new Minnesota. He didn't beat Minnesota for a while.
He didn't beat Minnesota for a while. That is true.
Hopefully, man. That's all we have at this point.
I don't know why.
I'm just saying that
let him off the hook.
I'm not letting him off the hook. I'm not letting him off. Hold on. I said in that no. Hold on. I said from the jump that I would have paid him. They didn't. Okay. When he pulled his antics, I said from jump, you can't bring him back. Okay. Then they brought him back, which was ridiculous. And then, crazy, Jimmy tanked again. And then Finally, they came to their senses and like, oh, we can't bring him back. I didn't like what he did to his teammates. I thought it was rotten. You do that to Bam? All those years you go to the finals with Bam Adebayo right by your side, and you're going, I did it myself. Oh. Okay, best two-way player in the league out there, best defender in the league. Like he wasn't there. You saddled us with Kyle Lowry. I mean, took Goran's number from him with this fat point guard who won't score, won't take any shots.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Hold on. And then he had a little pity party. Oops, I'm not starting anymore. And so we had to trade his sour puss ass for a guy whose neck lasted like 3 weeks.
Lowry.
All of these moves are catalyst because you wanted Kyle Lowry here, Jimmy. All of them.
And you still let him off the hook.
But 56 points, dude. I mean, that was
You still let him off the hook. Hey,
that was.
let me tell you something. There's a lesson to be learned in sports. Yesterday's Jimmy ain't today's Jimmy.
You better hope not.
You tend to look at a guy that's had moments of greatness, and I'm not disputing that one bit.
Seems like
and you take that as the norm forever.
Sometimes I think you treat Jimmy Butler like Jay Crowder.
No, I don't.
I feel like you do.
I don't.
I kind of feel like you
do.
Though.
No, I don't.
I think sometimes you treat him like
here's what I did. I tried to understand the situation for what it was. That's with no bias towards Jimmy, no bias towards the Heat. And I understand Jimmy wanted his money, but I understand why Pat wouldn't give it to him. Because we can't have you playing the amount of games you want to play to keep ending up in the play-in. You can't do it. So when the season started and Jimmy started talking about, I guess I'm going to play all the games. It is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Pat was like, cool. But then he didn't. So in this whole situation, Pat should be furious. Because not only did he lie, but he went out of his way to sabotage the whole situation.
But here's the thing I would say that is it's not the Heat's fault because obviously Jimmy was the unprofessional one here. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But what I always say with an organization is it's your job to know whether or not you really have a handle on something.
Right.
And I keep saying that the Heat
should have traded him in the summer.
They had an arrogance about themselves with all of this, thinking
like they did with
he's
Dame.
not going to do it to us. And they keep getting their asses beat because they're arrogant. And they think we're the Heat, we're a first-class organization. I understand it's earned. Championships, finals trips, all that stuff. Developed two-way guys into near conference champions. I'm not saying that they haven't earned some arrogance, but you have to understand where that arrogance is blinding you sometimes. And you guys thought that because Jimmy was older, you guys had passed with Jimmy, you had good trips with Jimmy, you thought Jimmy wasn't going to be Jimmy. Wrong.
So, here's what the Heat did. In the last 6 years, they helped Jimmy across the river. And then when he got on the other side, pop, pop.
They were the frog.
Yep.
And he was the scorpion.
Correct.
And we know about frogs. They're losers.
No, okay, hold on.
So, but again, even see, in all of this, I think the only person who was unprofessional was Jimmy. You can say whatever you want about the Heat and what they should have done, okay? But they don't owe anybody a contract past the current one.
But he said he has love.
He's saying that. You know why? He's saying that now that he's getting his money. Like, money make you feel better. It don't fix all your issues, but I tell you what, it make you feel all warm and fuzzy when you don't have to worry about stuff.
It would do a lot better for me if, like, he threw up a clunker. Like, if the Warriors could just, get their asses.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing you have to understand. Jimmy is probably in a more comfortable role than he's been in a lot of his career. being that everybody knows Steph is the guy, and he's playing off of Steph. He's getting the mismatches because they're concentrating on Steph. So he has more room to operate than when he was the number one on any other team.
That's fine, but that's not a Heat. That's on the Heat. That's not on Jimmy, who they put around him.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
We'll take a break. Got another big one coming up tomorrow. Get into that coming up next.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.